Welcome back. This is Good Morning Abuja on NT Channel 5, the Unity Station. Yes, that was that picture on World No Tobacco Day. Today is World No Tobacco Day. Yes, this time we want to talk real estate and we have a professional in the house. What are we discussing? The emerging trends in the real estate market. Okay, and we have Beshel Albert Benton in the house to talk to us about it. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
The
so
way you are
much.
smiling, I hope I didn't murder your name.
You're welcome on the program, Bashir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm actually honored to host this discussion this morning, and it's my pleasure to join in. And as a realtor, I find it always a pleasure to use any platform available to pour out my knowledge out there to people because I think
Wow.
it's an evolutionary process in the real estate industry because trends when you talk about trends things are always bound to change in forms patterns and operations so I'm very much happy to be here and
We are very
We
happy
are
to have
happy,
you,
very
Bashir.
happy
Yes,
to
thank
I
you
have
very
know.
you.
much.
And
I,
thank you for honoring our invitation.
Thank
I
you.
know our viewers
Pleasure
will
is
be
mine.
thrilled and they're expecting to hear some very good things. But let's start from identifying who a professional in the real estate
Mm.
sector is. What should someone possess to be termed as such?
Okay, well, I think in a general point of view, one who is tend to be a professional has to be efficient, and your functionality with regards to delivery over the years, your contacts, your clients nature must be very much vast, and also your experience over the years should be able to show in the results that you're able to put out in any real estate project that you're on.
Okay. Okay, so let's look at these trends. Okay, let's look at them. What are these trends?
Yeah, talking about the real estate trends, we you agree with me that real estate is actually the most powerful form of investment on earth itself,
Okay.
and of course, it's no child's play.
Mm.
Yeah. So we with regards to real estate trends, it's a way of like understanding the patterns that are attributed to real estate operation in a whole, understanding what people are looking out for, what are people buying into, what how affordable is it at that particular point in time. So with regards to trends currently, people are keen into the rise of smart homes, and they're also keen into eco-friendly system houses.
Okay.
Those kind of houses that they have that are
A lot of trees around.
yeah a lot of trees. And when you talk about
Mm.
landscaping, it's one of those very uh, class as to these eco-friendly houses, and also reduces solar energy radiations and all of that, just to like keep away from like the environmental features around that property.
Wow.
Okay, so these trends now, let's look at how they impact the market. If you say people, let's go with you that the trends now are for smart homes. So
Yeah,
what happens to the unsmart homes that we used to have? Do they lose value?
of course.
Or um, what happens?
Of course, they drop in value because you look when you look into the market at each point in time, you see that it's not a stagnant nature.
Okay.
It's not. It's always fluctuating. So the houses people used to buy, let's say 10 years ago, are not the same type of houses they're buying in this
Yeah.
current
Yeah.
century. So, like the properties my company is actually trying to promote our off-land properties. You all know what off-land properties
Yes,
are.
we know.
Structurally planned properties that are already purchased, but they are not to be finished yet.
Okay.
Yes. So those
Gives the investor an opportunity
yeah,
to
you're
build his
selling the
own.
investor an investment opportunity. And it's only with an investor with a foresight that can be able to understand that, okay, this is actually a chance. This is a great chance for me if I'm able to put in so amount of money. I'm looking at realizing so amount. Just basically your returns on investment is actually like has to
Okay.
be assured. Those are the kind of things that investors want to look into before keying into any real estate projects.
Okay. Well, you just talked about investments. I would like you to still throw more light on investment opportunities when it comes to real estate.
Okay. Investment in the whole, when you talk about investment, what are investment? Investment is just like any opportunity that you find to be able to put money out and you're looking at making uh, more from whatever it is that you're putting out in so amount of time. So
Okay.
in regards to the real estate, we have projects just like I've said with the off-plan properties that we have going on.
Mm.
Those are actually investment platforms that only investment advisors like us can be able to, open up the mindsets of investors to be flexible about, their patronage with us. We let
Okay.
them know visibly that this is what you're putting your money out for, and this is what so amount you're getting in space of time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, within the real estate, which would you say is presently high in demand? Would you say they are residential buildings? Would you say they are commercial
Actually,
properties? Or would you say there are warehouses and things like that? What's it giving up? We're talking Abuja now,
yeah, yeah,
with the government, WK government,
yeah.
putting up a lot of roads here, there, and everywhere, opening up the Abuja space. What would you say is selling more now?
Well, um, I would say commercial.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I believe the idea of real estate per se is shelter first and foremost.
Mm.
I don't think anybody is homeless in a general note. I mean, there are homeless people on the street, but I don't think anybody would be as like that desperate to regard a residential kind of project to a commercial
Okay.
setting.
Okay.
Mm.
You get taking Abuja for instance. Now we all see what Brains and Hamas and the likes of Ochacho are doing with Life Camp.
Yes.
Those buildings in a way it's like opening up a commercial space for business. And trust me, in less than 2 more years from now, Central District would not only be the place for business endeavors. Like you see people coming out. If you go to Wuse in the zonal areas now, you see there are structures that are being demolished currently, and those structures are not just being demolished for fun. It's because they need to meet up to standard. Those investors in charge of those properties are actually seeing the need for advancement, and that's why they are putting down that work in order to be able to see results and meet up with their returns on investment.
Okay.
Yes, so uh, I would rather pick commercial interest
Okay.
over a residential one.
Okay. So let's look at the regulatory policies that could affect the real estate
Okay, yeah,
market.
yes. Sorry, I was supposed to mention that when I came down to Abuja. Let's limit it to Abuja because, of course, this is our home base. And Abuja, there are several factors. There are several factors affecting that these trends that we talk about and
Mm.
investment opportunities.
Mm.
And those factors are first and foremost population, uh, um, job opportunities, also interest rates, yes, and identifying the fast growing and prominent areas that can actually give leverage for investors in order to invest in those properties, like putting out pace for investment opportunities. People are always running to the central areas like Wuse and all of that, trying to, just get a slot and, have something going because they understand the profits
Mm.
that back up that particular area
Mm.
in question.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, our conversation has been really revealing. Like now, I'm beginning to understand why Abuja is working the way it is. Like I'm beginning to understand the power play behind the scene.
Mm.
You need to understand why people like me that live on the outskirts are wondering why I can't live here in the city center.
Who told you you
Yes.
can live here?
Yes. It's been a very, very interesting conversation with Bershon about
Mm.
this morning, and we are talking about emerging trends in the estate sector, and we are trying to identify how investors, what drives investors to make those huge investments when it comes to real estate. It's been a pleasure having you on the show
Mm.
this morning.
I even
Thank you
wanted
very
him to talk
much.
about challenges briefly.
Okay.
Okay.
One of the challenges before you go.
Well, some of the challenges we encounter in this business, actually, there are a lot of real estate companies. I,
Okay.
I
So
have
it's
to
a
admit
very
to that.
competitive
Yes, it's
market.
a very competitive market. So
Mm.
you, in as much as you have this ideology of trends and how to stay on it, you also have competitors. You
Mm.
have competitors, and of course, some other companies might not be able to, meet up to clients' demands
Oh, okay.
when it has to do with service.
All
Like
right.
poor servicing affects other real estate companies. You may not be aware, but
Mm.
if a client has had maybe a failed past experience based on business with another real estate company,
Mm.
by the time they come by us, it becomes, it becomes a bit difficult to have their conviction on
Okay.
such
Yes. The
investments.
trust.
Yes, the trust may
Okay.
not be there.
Yeah.
So given that it's a competitive market, those are some of the challenges that we'll be
Oh,
facing.
all right. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. In fact, Abraham, you better start gathering your money for
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
invest into real estate. Well, thank you so much
Absolutely.
for the information. Thank you so much. And for those who want to go into the business, we have just told you the challenges and also the trends. So this is still Good Morning Abuja. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.